Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. My microphone was acting up a bit there, so I probably need to check if the sound actually works. 1 second. Sorry for the double audio in a bit. Okay, it seems to work fine. That was a bit weird though, so let me make sure I keep an eye on the audio to see if it continues to receive my voice or not. Anyway, so we started on Bloodstained Curse of the Moon and got to about stage 6 but didn't finish it. Because this game is tough as nails. Of course, we're still going with Veteran because, well... Right, so this level is challenging. The Titan Sarcophagus. Right. Might have to readjust a bit. Get back into it, as they say. Oh. It would be ideal if I could just reach a checkpoint before everyone dies, so I don't waste a whole life. Music here is very good, though. The arguing dragons in the background are still funny, so that's also... something. Anyway. I'm not frustrated now, so maybe it'll go well. Or maybe it won't, but at least I'll fail because I still need to practice, and not because I'm getting angry at the game. Let's see, Ow. Well, there goes the shortcut. Fortunately, we get to have another chance. And this is a nice safe area, unless you engage in careless behavior. Welp, that was certainly an example of careless behavior. Alright, not a great start. 1 second, let me just... Right, so those first few minutes did not happen, as per usual. If anyone asks, this is the start of the stream. What is the best way to hit this guy in such a way that he can't hit you? Oh, like that. Okay, good. If we're gonna be spending a lot of time in this level, it would be good if we practice methods to get through it without taking too much damage. And quickly, if possible. That almost went wrong, but it didn't. Do we want to keep the heal? I kind of want to keep the heal. I always do this. I grabbed the weapon switch with Dominique and then I realized, oh, I didn't actually want to switch weapons with her. Oh, right. We know the best way to deal with these guys. Like that. Kaboom. That's actually very useful in this situation. I'm making extra use of my sub-weapons this time, because why not? Sure beats dying with 40 out of 40 weapons energy. Also, the upgrade we got here has still been preserved, so we don't need to grab it again, even though we never got through the stage. It saves that sort of thing individually, which is good. Got here without taking a hit, but I'll still take the heart, just as a flex. Yeah, if I don't feel like switching, I should always grab a candle with Hachi. Just because Hachi always gets weapons energy, since he can't pick up a new sub-weapon. Whoops. He has good reach, but you can't overestimate it. Especially not with enemies that hop quite a distance, like these two. Right, so I'm trying to remember what the problem was with the boss. The boss is the sarcophagus type thing that... Ah, checkpoint, very nice. It's the sarcophagus type thing that makes pillars of gold rise from the ground or something. It is pretty annoying. But eventually I found a pretty good way to attack it. If only we could get through there. Alright, that's another shortcut I think we can't use right now unless I don't know my character's movesets well enough. Which is entirely possible. Kaboom. Yeah, let's just make sure everyone is nice and healed, although it hardly matters if we're gonna fall into the abyss. Okay, go on then. There you go. Being able to attack from the air is such a blessing. I sure hope that won't get me the bad ending like we discussed last stream. So how do we go about doing this? Because Robert can climb, but he can't climb further up. Alright, we're doing well in terms of weapons energy, but these guys are a problem. We might have to make use of Zangetsu with these guys. I think this is actually a really good weapon. Yeah, that's right. Dive kick right into the holy fire. See what it gets you. Okay, yeah, that is a very good weapon. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of branching paths. Definitely more than there were in Curse of the Moon 1. Oh, whoops. Not as scary as the guys with the giant scissors, but still kinda scary. Indeed, they do remind me of those. They pose a similar threat in how they appear from nowhere and are very fast. And also, hi Lily, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Whoops. I'm skipping over all these shortcuts because I just don't know how to even get to them. I think that's one reason why this level frustrated me so much. It's because there are all these ways to get through it quicker, and I don't know any of them. Or rather, either I don't know or I just don't have them. Okay, shooting twice, bad idea. Bit less scary without the clang, clang, clang right before they charge you. That's true. There haven't really been enemies with very scary sound design yet. Not in this one. Alright, there's a 1-up. Very nice. And I know there's a heart in here. Okay, everyone is in decent shape again. Haha! Yeah, just give me the weapons energy for now. Because we would sure get some good use out of the void right now, or holy water, or whatever you want to call it. That is kind of mean, you know. You can grab the extra health, but then you get chased by an additional ninja. You have to wonder if it's worth it. Definitely not if you don't have the resources to deal with it quickly. Also, does my microphone sound okay today? Because it cut out a few times near the very start. So I'm a bit worried about that. Sounds like good to you? Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna cheese this guy. Don't even want to bother taking him, facing him in a fair match. Just gonna shoot him from a distance like a total coward. Oh, no. I think I still want to keep the holy fire or void or whatever right now. Okay, and this is the final checkpoint we get before the boss, which is very, very rough. Did you see me? Did you see me make a quick decision about who I was gonna let die there? I feel bad, but sorry, Robert. You're the least useful. Yeah, I rushed that one a bit. Should have been more careful. Of course, now I can't kill this thing from a distance, which is a problem. Oof, if that's lined up just wrong, you can very easily just die there. That's a shame. But I'm still tranquil as a forest, but on fire within. No, but I think I'm still fine. Though that is rough. Losing 2 of my characters doesn't give me a very good chance at defeating the boss of this stage at all. I wish there was one of those songs of resurrection around here. I'm not sure if there is. I don't think I found one. There might be one. Did you see that? That was a moment of complete panic there. Those angel statues are made out of like 3 colors and they look amazing. Yeah, the sprite work in general is very good. Using a lot of limited, like, the detail they managed to get out of everything with such limited colors just by, like, look at the shadows on these statues and such. It's very good stuff. The spider actually saved me that time. Lots of implied detail. Yeah, that's the right way to put it. Man, the invincibility is such a lifesaver, but I wish it would last us just a little bit longer. Imagine if you had a certain other shortcut, imagine how quickly you could get here. The spiders are being so helpful, right? Very good spiders. Well, at least Hachi is very useful in this room. Uh-oh. I wish I had a bit more health right now. Because I'm at the boss, and that's good, but... chances of success are not that great with as little health as we have. And we know pretty surely that it has a phase 2. Ow. Darn it. I actually had him down by halfway there. Not too bad, honestly. You still love how he hops out? Yeah. You gotta be sure the dog is okay, after all. I mean, if the dog would actually die, we would riot, right? Right, so not much hope for this attempt, unfortunately. 10 out of 10 would riot for Hachi, exactly. I think we all would. Alright, so yeah. See, I end up trying to lower the towers and I get too focused on that and not on actually attacking him, which is... Right. So that was the first actual attempt, shall we say. Oh wait, let's... I think it pays to be calm and collected here. Welp. That thing stayed on the screen just a bit longer than I would have hoped. And now we can't use the shortcut again because we've lost Dominique. Definitely not making it easy on myself like this. Yeah, the knockback is quite the killer. And the thing is, it feels so pointless to even learn this part, because as long as you have Dominique with you, you can skip all of it. Yep, just keep moving is the right solution there. Okay, see, this is the problem. Hachi is not very good at aerial combat the way Zangetsu is. Oof. I really dislike the way he can drop like a rock if you're not... Well, that wasn't really my intention, but it feels like we might as well, right? I mean... Maybe I should not be using Dominique right away. Just to make sure she isn't the first one to fall, because I think we need that shortcut. That other path is such a loss of time. I'm gonna wait until he's all the way out of the screen now. There we go. There we go. This room makes me anxious. And it's yet another room that you could feasibly skip if you had the other path. Oh, come on. Okay, we are about half an hour in and the frustration has started. It's really painful to get so close to the end of the room and then lose a character, especially one that's as important in the fight as Zangetsu, or Hachi for that matter. See, now we're up here, but we're just taking all those hits again, so... There's absolutely no point to bringing Robert to the boss battle alone. He's much too fragile for that. It feels like once you even get to that room, there's still so many things that can go wrong. And the anxiety of that causes things to go wrong. Like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I never know if I should just move on with those guys or if I should try to attack them at all, because it's it seems like it's a huge risk either way. If you hold the A button just a bit too long, he starts floating. And here's the thing. I know I shouldn't be blaming the controls, but this controller does have a slightly stuck A button, which doesn't really help with that, to be honest. Okay. Well, we only have the two less useful characters left now. You made that look easy with Dominique. Maybe she is the best character for it because of her superior jump, but also it took a hit right after getting rid of my heal. Yeah, it's this room that's causing problems if I don't have these characters, if I don't have the other two characters. Oh, great. Like, I have all this weapons energy, you see, and no way to actually use it now, so we're just going to die in one hit. Yep, that was about what I expected, really. I mean, as long as we're careful, we can make it through here with Dominique, but the thing is, I don't know if she alone can defeat the boss. But I must admit I haven't used her very much in the boss battle either. Right, well, let's give it a good honest try just to get used to the patterns. See, the knockback is the problem here. Because you finally get up there, and it just gets taken away from you again. Hey, Megallians, welcome to the stream. If you tell you have to get a tattoo of Robert, yeah, no. It's a funny idea, but if I'm gonna get a tattoo, I'll probably get one of Dominique. Ow. But hey, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing alright. You know, it would be nice if these guys occasionally dropped some hearts or something. Ow. Well, arrow to the back of the head. But we have a few more tries. See, that's how you're supposed to do the first part, but I always mess it up somehow. It's not even hard. That's the thing, it's not even hard, I just make it hard. Like, nothing is more heartbreaking than just barely coming up short because you don't have mid-air control. Because it feels like you did it right. Like, it feels like you kind of made it, but then you didn't. See, Dominique is the best jumper, but Zangetsu is the best mid-air fighter. So Zangetsu can defend himself if your arc turns out a bit... like if your arc happens to be in the path of an enemy. But Dominique is a bit better at preventing that from... Should I take something else? No, I shouldn't. I feel validated in my decision now. Alright. We don't have everyone, but this should be a decent attempt. Don't forget Robert's special lands on the boss, so waste him first. Good point, thank you. I'll see if I can land a few hits with Robert to begin with. Ow. Okay, I'm a bit unsure. I'm panicking a little bit here. See, this is what Robert is really good for, is shooting him from a distance. And Robert can also do this, which is important to remember. I forget that sometimes, but there are actually situations in which he's pretty useful. It's just that he is indeed very situational. Like, it's not like he's a bad character per se. He's like Alfred in the first game. In that he has specific uses. And not much beyond that. Nope. Oh no. Oh man, if I had only had a chance to shoot there, I would have gotten him for sure. Like, if I could have climbed up there with Robert and shot him, I would have had him. Took an unnecessary hit there. Very bad. Well, at least I can fully heal Dominique. There we go. Okay, let's see how far up we can get Hachi. That's not quite enough for a heal, but I'll take it. Alright. I'm actually getting tense about this. There were a few bosses in Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 1 as well that I was really bad at. Like the one on the mast in the rain. It's really cool looking, but I had a lot of trouble. That one was especially hard because it could push you off the edge and instant death you, basically. See, I hate that knockback there. And again, knocked off just before I could land any kind of finishing blow. And again, knocked off. See, that feels frustrating. Yeah, it knocked me on the right platform and then it killed me anyway. Wow. Like it knocked me on the right platform just to knock me off again. Raised my hopes. Just to lower me back down again. And you see how much health, or rather how little health he had left? That was awful. Like it feels so pointless at that point. Like, it feels at least part of the attempt is just lost to bad luck there. And I don't like that feeling. Like, I could have easily had him if they hadn't kept knocking me off repeatedly. Not gonna risk it. Like you try to attack something in midair and you just stop and you drop like a rock. There's nothing you can do about it anymore. Hate it. I was so hopeful that we might be able to fight him with, you know, Zangetsu with our full party, but nope. We'll have to make do without. But we had a good try last time with this set of 3, so... Well, that costs us a bit of weapon energy, but sure. Oh no. There we go. Gives us one more chance if this attempt happens to go astray. Alright, let's give it another try. Just a good old try. Okay, see, this is a really good position to be in. At least it was for a little while. But the thing is, we can heal her, so it's good. Okay, good. Again, I land on a platform that I could potentially attack from, and then... And then I get knocked off. I got this, thank you. It is a better attempt than it has been, but... Thing is, just a few mistakes can cost you the whole thing here. You know, the worst part is, and this is what I said before, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a second phase to this. That's the worst part. Because if it was only this, I think we could probably... I wouldn't feel so hopeless about this. See, that is awful. I could have totally shot at him from there. But switching to Eric is a huge Eric? Why do I keep calling him Eric? Switching to Robert is a huge liability right now. Because he has so little health left, but I might need to do it, you know? Ow. Well, there you go. Once again, so close and yet so far. Actually, it's really terrible that Dominic is down first, because now we can't heal the others. Basically, if Dominic goes down first, the value of the other characters goes down as well. Well, it's an attempt with just Robert, so I don't see it happening, but... This is the major advantage about Robert, is as long as he's on the right height, he can get there. If only I had landed on that platform, I might have actually made it. Again. We keep getting so close and then dying anyway, and I hate it. It was pretty close, yeah. See, that's a frustrating thing. I'm pretty sure I could do this, you know. It's not even that hard. It just feels like we keep getting messed up by circumstances, shall we say. No, I don't really hate Robert, you know, I just think he's very situational. I have no ill will towards silly gunman. I do try to use his ability, but see, I end up having to use the weapon's energy to heal and to get into tank hits with invincibility. So, yeah. But I have tried to use him. I think that last attempt was actually pretty decent, considering. Like Lily said. Oop, there we go. Being very sloppy in this room. Need to be more careful. A salty comment about Robert, are you? Robian. Wow. But yeah, I don't really hate Robert. I really don't. Yeah, maybe we should focus mostly on Robert, but the problem is then he dies, and then what do we have, you know? Dominic is really good at clearing out the arrow things on the left and right sides of the room. No, but Robert has real advantages, like he can hit the boss from anywhere in the room so long as he's at the right height, which is a really big game changer. I mean, no one can really withstand the obnoxious knockbacks. That's a problem with everyone here, not just Robert. Well, that heart just disappeared. Okay, see, this is a perfect vantage point. For as long as it lasts, of course. I had to give up a perfectly good opportunity to attack to prevent myself from getting attacked. You know, I could have, if I had done Hachi, I could have tanked some hits using invincibility. It's a shame I didn't think of that in time. Oh, so the seed can get destroyed against the wall. Okay. That's kind of... That would have been good to know 5 seconds ago. Hey, you see, I finally get up there, just get knocked back down unceremoniously. Sangetsu is probably the one who could do the single most damage, if I could just get there. I really hate that cobra thing that comes down. I'm just panic switching at this point. One important thing to remember is that the towers do block the arrows as well, so that's one advantage, I suppose. Heal, 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 heal. Okay, there we go. And I get knocked off again. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, you see how close it keeps getting, and now I'm probably going to die. Oh, it came from the other side. Whoops. Oh no, come on! Like again, it keeps getting so close to the end, and that's what makes it frustrating, really. Like, either make it clear what I'm doing doesn't work, you know, and have me switch up strategies, or let me win if it works. Don't do this thing where everything just kind of works, based on vague factors. Well, we've lost Robert, so... we're just gonna need a perfect opening to get through this now. Like, you need to keep your eyes open for so many different things here, you know? And some things can go... some objects can go through each other, some can't. That's what makes it a bit confusing. Oh yeah, jumped up just to take another hit. Darn you for trying, says the game. And now I can't hit him from a distance anymore, which is going to cause problems. Yeah, finally start to get some solid hits in on him, and the game is like, okay, that's enough. Well, that one was completely self-inflicted. I can't even pretend there. But if it was gonna knock me back, at least let me stay up there, you know? See, now having Robert would be so good, but we don't have him. Nope. Well, just Dominique and Hachi now. I wonder if there's any secrets here. Doesn't seem like it, unfortunately. A secret cache of good stuff could be just the way to turn this around, but... okay, another one up, so another try, if we fail here. All right. Let's try again. See, I worked so hard to get up there, and it doesn't matter at all. Completely wasted effort, because I can't get to him from there anyway. See, now I don't have Sangetsu's easy way to stop him. If only I could just hit him from here. Well, I'm starting to lose my rhythm a lot here. Don't you love it when the attack hits you, but you can't destroy it? Well, that was his health, but... Yep, there it goes. Oh, that was it? Whew. Okay. Hachi MVP, as always. Bork, bork. Yeah, that's right, Robert. That's worth a celebratory drink. Alright, there we go. We made it. It took us an hour, but we made it. Yippee skip yahoo. Okay, time for another level that will absolutely kick my teeth in. But hey, we made it. And I'm very happy. With the power of practice, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna take this one slow and really take in the landscape here. Until I start getting impatient. Oh man, they sure love those Dullahan heads. Let's get out of here before they pull some more stuff with those. I appreciate the money though. Ah, it's this kind of level, you know, the one. Spinning platforms, you gotta love them. Especially if you have a predetermined jump arc. I wonder what's in this one. Stuff, I guess. I didn't see it. You gotta love the striking colors in this level. Oh, it's a spitting dragon. Now you know spitting is rude, right? No spitting at the table. Okay, I'm guessing that's a permanent armor upgrade then. I want it either way. Haha, all defense up, nice! If only we had that in the last stage, right? I think we would have been a lot earlier. Anyway, wow, I'm so relieved we made it. There have been streams where I was stuck on one stage or boss for literal hours, for like the whole stream. Oh, those things look like they were from the same creator as Hachi's robot. Like, look at the way they move. Anyway. Ah, yes, you stop holding right for a moment, and that means the jump has failed. Okay then, let's go the long way. Might as well familiarize ourselves with all the ins and outs of this level. Not taking any chances with the spider of death there. Nor with the gargoyle of death. There we go. Robert is still making himself useful. Oh boy. Like, I feel it really shakes my confidence when one of my characters gets lost. You got a work call and missed it. Did Robert come through for the boss? No, in this case, Dominique and Hachi, a lady and her dog, came through. Unfortunately, Zangetsu and Robert had to sit it out because they were dead. But we're now in the next stage, so thank goodness. No more of that. The boss didn't actually have a second phase like I thought, so that helps. It's not gonna drop me because I'm standing up here, right? Oh, it definitely did drop me. Wow. I was so surprised I could not get over that. It would be nice if we could find a checkpoint before we start dying horribly. But yeah, so we made it. This is terrifying, by the way. Maybe I need to use a weaker jumper here. I'm not sure what to do about that little circle there. It's kind of... As I was trying to go through the upper part of the screen and that got me killed, so... Also, those spider nests look kind of disgusting, don't they? Okay, see, it feels like whatever you do there, you're gonna be in a really rough situation. Well, now that we're here anyway, let's see if we can somehow get through that shortcut we were trying to get through. And again, we could get through there if only we had Jeeble and didn't get stuck in a stupid jump arc and fell off the side for no reason. The knockback is just crazy. I'm not a fan. Okay, take a shot every time I complain about the knockback. I'm just not really sure if I think it's a very great addition. A bit of knockback I think can really add to the tension and challenge, but I think they just pushed it a little bit with this one. But maybe I'm just... Maybe after the fact... You know how that's gonna go. After the fact I'll be like... Well, it's a difficult game, but it rewards the skilled player. You know? Even though I was quite clearly not thinking it was fair at this time. Are those Hachi suits? Actually, yeah, Lily, I was just saying, they look like they were developed by the same creator. It does look like it, doesn't it? I wonder if Hachi found his suit here. Well. Oh, wait. Can we... Well, we could have if I didn't suck. Do they have doggos in? I don't think so. No, they just come apart. Well, once again the fastest route is shut off to us, but hey, it's all good because this is just our first experimental run of this level. It doesn't mean anything. I'm not bad at the level, I'm just testing it out, you see. Hachi wannabes, yeah, exactly. But they can never be the real one. Alright, we got an extra life. At least we'll have a few more tries. Okay, at least that thing is gone. Okay, we're through this room now, which is nice. Oh, hey! You can't even see that path when you're in here. It just came out from behind the wall. What's it doing? Oh, it's just shielding itself. Okay, well, checkpoint here then. At least we'll be able to restart here once we inevitably lose everyone. You know, only having a select few characters does at least invite you to try different ways of playing. Like, different sub-weapons start to be interesting in different ways. You gotta compensate for the absence of one character with the other, after all. And I do appreciate that idea. Out. It's a shame. I thought for a second this was perfect because we could get up here with Robert, but actually it's a Dominique wall, so... There we go. Got it. At least we got the money. That's really what it was all about when you think about it. Okay, I really wish I had Robert's other attack right about now. Oh, they actually give it back to you if you grab this weapon with him. That's good. Of course, his jumping is terrible, so... I hate how the jump arc goes on those rotating things. I think I don't quite understand how to prevent myself from falling to a horrible death there yet. But yeah, look, the shape is exactly the same almost. I can now properly show it now that Hachi is back with us. But of course, Hachi is better. Okay, now we can probably actually use that shortcut, maybe. Okay, let's give Robert some healing here. Okay, so we can theoretically get up here like this. Okay, yeah, nice. Different path, very good. I don't know if I like this room a lot more than the other one. Oh, whoops. Small mistake, of course, only Hachi can do this. I feel like Dominic is our best bet here, but... having Hachi here is very valuable, gotta say. He could walk on these spikes and we'd be fine. I wonder if I could... I'm about to do something really dumb and risky. Nice. Oh no, it's a gun troll. Alright, well I know what they want me to do here. Or maybe that wasn't what they wanted me to do? Huh. I mean, can we even jump high enough for this? I'm trying to figure out if there's some kind of secret thing they want us to do here, because I can't quite jump high enough there. Or can we... I don't know how many shenanigans we can pull off here. I don't think you can jump with Dominic and then float with him. Or... no, I don't think so, no. Yeah, you're stuck to the jump either way. But what if? I can bounce on the guy, Magellians, but it doesn't go high enough. It is very funny, though. So yeah, not sure how to do this. I mean, I guess it might be another one of those paths that we need the... that jump on the wall with Robert, then switch to Hachi, almost did it. Yeah, but as long as I can't set off the floating thing, I don't think it'll work either way. Could be a sub-weapon thing since the yellow diamond for Dominic makes her high jump, right? Maybe. I haven't tried all of Dominic's weapons, to be honest. Yeah, the problem with Robert is he'll just jump off. He can hold on to the wall, but then he'll jump off. Well, I don't think we can do that, so let's not worry too much about it for now. Checkpoint. Okay, so since she has the res, we should absolutely prevent Dominic from dying. You notice how I attacked and then because I let go of the A for a moment, that's the end of that. You lose the character. Apparently I switched to Sangetsu to save Hachi, which is a fair sacrifice, even if it is sad for Sangetsu. Okay, I should be careful about how much I hold the A button. Like, decisive taps. Whoops, see, that was very, very wrong. No. Welp. And now it wasn't worth anything because I died. Let's be honest here. We're gonna lose Dominique if we don't res these people, so let's just res them. Right, so trying to run through just doesn't work. I mean, that should have been obvious, but... we might need to just use Zangetsu, because at least he can defend himself. All the other characters are too slow to defend themselves against an onslaught like this. But as soon as they surround you, you're in trouble. And the kind of trouble that you can't get out of just by attacking. Ooh. I wish Dominique had her heal. Okay, getting a bit scary here, but we have 40 weapons energy, so we might just have to use our invincibility for a little bit. Because if there's something we like, it's cheese. Probably should have healed Sangetsu with that, but... when you see health, you just instinctively want to give it to Hachi, right? I mean, isn't that just human nature? Feed the dog, you know? If we had Robert, we could wall jump up these. But we don't have him, so we need to go the long way around. The game is punishing me for not having Robert. Isn't that a weird idea? Oh. Well, that was very risky and dangerous and... altogether, very silly. Okay, can we just kill this guy? I want to be rid of him forever. There we go. We could go down there for extra health, but let's not. Oh, you're gonna try to double team me. I'll have you know that that won't work. But it did almost work, so let's switch to another character for now. It worked. Well, it almost worked. Not quite, though. Okay, let's not go back then. I wanted to grab those candles, but it's clear... Oh, boss? I'm not really in any state to fight a boss. Uh-oh, that looks into... Gremory? That might be Gremory, actually, the Demon of the Moon. Yep, definitely looks like her. Yep. Wait, so we have to go through this entire room to get to the boss? Every time? Okay, no, sounds fair. Well, let's at least see how her attack patterns work. Looks a lot like how she worked in Curse of the Moon 1. With the evil trails of evil over the screen. That doesn't make any sense, but I hope you know what I mean. Like she creates these like paths of those. That's what I mean. Right, so I may be ill-equipped for this one as well, unfortunately. We'll have to examine her patterns and see what the best way to attack is, though. Because this is only the first few times we've tried it. Basically, don't get hit first. She does telegraph which attack she's gonna do, but I don't know how you can tell where the attack is actually going. Like, it looks like a swarm of insects, or whatever it is. So you have to go through this every time you want to do the boss. Unpleasant. Well, hey, another one-up acquired. Very good. Oh, we have to go through all of this. Okay. You know, I wish the checkpoints were just a little bit closer to the bosses, because this feels kind of mean. Like, by the time you get to the boss, you barely have enough health or whatever to even give it another fair shot. We might have to just do some hot cheese now. Hot cheese. Whoops. Okay, we might be able to quickly do this by doing that. Unless we can't. Huh. I must be doing it wrong, 1 second. I feel like you're going to need a buffer game between Curse of the Moon streams, or else you're going to turn into a salt cube. You may well be right. I might have to do something else in between, like maybe do some more lightning returns. It's not like that game is never frustrating, but it doesn't feel as painful as this one. Oh. Very useful. It's a little secret room, so if you lost anyone on the way, you can use this to bring them back. That's very good to remember, and we should remember it. Assault lamp, wow. Okay, then there's this really interesting room. Alright. Very decent in terms of health. Maybe our sub-weapons will save the day here. Alright, hi Gremory. I hope you only have one phase in this one. Okay, we don't know what the green attack is yet. Oh, it's the actual same thing, okay. Okay, so she always does the track of things. Okay, is it time for cheese? I think it's time for cheese. Wow. There you go, Robert! Robert, you did it! Oh, second phase. I managed to heal everyone a bit, but I'm not sure. Oh, was that it? Gremory! Gremory! You silly old lady! You're not even half the demon you used to be. You know that? Oh, look, they're all practicing together. Love it. Stage 08, the Demon's Crown. Okay, that was way easier than the last one, and it helped that I just did a bit of damage tanking there, but hey, very nice. Uh-oh, it's one of those levels where the wind pushes you. Oh! Okay, so maybe Gremory isn't done yet. A checkpoint already? Okay then. If only the game was as generous at other times. Oh, okay. This is no time to be dawdling, apparently. I don't know how I survived that whole thing, and that's fine by me. Okay, so you can keep it back. I mean her if it's Gremory, but I don't know if it's actually Gremory. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't actually realize you could attack this. Okay, so you can push it back. That's good to know, at least. And this is a situation where Robert is very useful. Look at that. Okay, I have been too mean to Robert, perhaps. We'll call this the Robert Redemption arc. Okay, well. I was hoping to use that particular secret passage, but I guess not then. Yeah, these levels are cool and scary. I don't know what it was about the level, like level 6 that was so hard. Because level 7 was not all that hard. But look how good Robert is here. Yeah, stay back, demon spawn. I have a holy gun, probably. Oh no, crocodile! Welp. Nobody expects the crocodile. Oh, the heart was right there! Well. It is kind of a shame how this is kind of destroying the nice music of this level. Like this loud noise. Alright. Just Robert and Hachi now. Okay, if we can get some... I wish we could have gotten some weapons energy here. Okay, jumping against the crocodile was the right move. Okay, run. Like, it feels like such a relief when the sound stops for just a little bit. Don't know who would be best here. Uh-oh. Well, whoever is best... They had better not stand still for too long. The problem is you can't really turn around when you're floating with Hachi. Oh man, if only we still had Dominic, we could get up there. I wonder if there's any secret hearts here. I was hoping so. Whoops, they knocked Robert into the pit. Sorry, Hachi, couldn't do it. But hey, this is our first run of this level, so no need to be too upset about this. It's gonna take a good long while before I'm frustrated again. I'm so happy we got done with this, that other stage. Look at those expert moves. Well, we can't always be an expert. I think this is actually, once again, even though these levels are much harder, they're still practicing some decent game design. You look at this little safe area we have here, and there's only one thing you can do, and that's attack it. And if you hadn't realized it yet, this is where you were forced to learn that you can push the swarm back, which I think is very cool. Alright. On the other hand, the swarm is too fast for you, so... At this point, you have to realize you can attack it, or you will take guaranteed damage. This game is a harsh but fair teacher most of the time. There are still a few moments that I think were a bit iffy, but... Okay, we weren't able to take this shortcut last time, so I'm very happy that we were now. Alright, and we come up from under here in the other edition. I don't suppose you can attack those little sources up there. No, you can't. Oh well. They're just indicators. It might honestly be best to tank that with Hachi if we can. Just because we want to be able to keep running. Okay, okay. Situation is under control. Situation is under control, really. It may not feel like it, but it is under control. Alright, we still have Dominique, so... Wait a minute. Maybe we need Dominique plus a special ability. It was mentioned, I think Lily mentioned that Dominique has a sub-weapon that makes her jump higher. Well, in that case, we don't have it, so rip. The yellow helmet, right. Uh-oh. I really wish we had a means to heal right here. Okay, as counterproductive as it may seem, we probably need to take it slow here. But not that slow. Yeah, the knockback can really ruin an otherwise really decent attempt. Well, we were doing so well last time. Oh, right, the back and forth. I do like the idea of this little dog just walking up to this demon swarm, like, fight me IRL. I also appreciate Hachi's extensive health pool as well. You have some room for error with him. Alright, yet another one of these rooms. Well, I just sacrificed Zangetsu. Sorry, Zangetsu. Okay, we may have some room for error, but not this much. We need to be more careful. And also not forget how good Robert is in situations like this. Because his gun can knock the swarm back from quite a distance. Right, so this room is the one where we've died several times now. Okay, time to do the old switcheroo. Yeah, the dogs take 2 shots, the wolves, or demon dogs, or whatever you want to call them. They require 2 shots to be taken down. Something to remember. Okay, we made it through this room, surprisingly. I would like a safe spot so I can heal one of our characters a bit. Oh, I hate that back and forth fire this one does. And no one is doing very well either. Okay, let's just tank it. There we go, checkpoint. Well, this seems climactic. Uh-oh. Oh, so it's like the lava, except more vertical? Oh, whoops. You can't always be sure how it will move. Alright, it's down to Dominique and Robert, but we have 3 more lives to start from here, so not too bad, really. Best part of Curse 1, the bugs of Doom, indeed. I think staying on the move is actually a good strategy here. So that's the way this level is. You keep getting to a like a safe-ish floor, but then they put a dragon there. Thank goodness. Oh, another one. I hope the damage... it goes off screen, so with some NES games, that will mean the damage is not kept. It seems like it was, though. What I mean is, it respawns when you leave the screen, so... Oh, we could have pogoed on top of it with Dominique. Ah, well. Okay, gotta be very wary of how all this moves. Oh, ow. I doubt there's gonna be another checkpoint, so we'll probably have to get to know this part of the stage very well. Oh. Shot right into the ravine. Well, it's fine. But now we gotta get through this room again, which is slightly not fine, but... I feel like I just want to take the hits from the gold stuff as long as I can get out of here in time. Because we can always heal back up with Dominique after all. Okay. Shortcut acquired. Checkpoint acquired. Nice! Why are they suddenly getting so generous with the checkpoints, though? That makes me anxious. It can't just be a simple gesture of kindness. Oh, hey, demon. Okay, I guess it's almost boss time. Or not. Oh, okay. This is another situation in which you really like Robert. Robert. I still can't get over how generic that name is, though. Zangetsu, Hachi, Dominique, and Robert. You could essentially just call him Bob. Okay, this room is a bit stressful, but I can see now why they put a checkpoint in there, at least. Oh, great. Might have to use some healing here. Okay. I was worried when that demon enemy appeared, but it's actually not that dangerous compared to some of the other stuff we've seen. Okay, now the faster we can get through this, the better. We can of course attack the swarm, but it feels, in this room it's slow, so it feels like it's kind of intended that you don't even let it catch up, if you do it right, yeah. Look at this room. Seems kind of ominous, doesn't it? I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. A screenshot has been taken. No secret caches of good supplies, because I could use some. Another checkpoint, wow. Okay, there's something down there. There's something down there, but how do we get it? I daren't even try, to be honest. But the boss will probably be here. Oh hey, one up! Every Castlevania game has the hidden stairs, that's true. But are they stairs then? Can I... Okay, there we go. Ah, nice. A respawn for Zangetsu. Whenever we want to call on him. So this is the final boss then, or at least for the first episode. Okay, good to know. I wonder if that 1-up respawns, because if it does, that means we have an infinite amount of tries. Okay, who's here? Oh hey, the darkness was formed by these little creatures. That's really cool. Love that. It's a bug boy. Okay, is it time for tanking damage while attacking him? Oh, that reminds me a bit, that attack pattern there reminds me a bit of the Yellow Devil from Mega Man 1. Bug boy, yeah. Uh-oh. She had the res, so that's not good. I mean, we can still get supplies, but it feels a bit pointless, doesn't it? How's today's session going? Not bad! We, and also, hey Clive, welcome to the stream. We're at the, I think, final boss of episode 1 now. It took us a whole hour to get through that difficult stage, but we got there in the end. And now we're at another difficult boss, because apparently there's an endless supply of difficult bosses in this game. Alright, there's Bug Boy again. Okay, I was trying to hide that there had been much salt in the galleons. I thought it was our little secret. But yeah, hydration is a good point. I always forget it. You know, even when doing my mail work, I forget it. No! I should have stuck with Robert. I should have stuck with Robert. I could have shot him down. I could have rushed him down. Why did I do that? You know what hurts? There's a res right here, but we can only use it as Dominique, and she died first, so, whoops. Well, will Robert save the day and beat the final boss on his own? Find out now. The answer is probably not. Even though the attacks are not that hard, I should just try to figure out how to actually dodge them in a good way. Robert can duck down, which should be useful. Or I could just blatantly take every single hit for some reason. Oh, whoops. Set some alarms on your phone for your mail route. That's what you do sometimes when you're hiking, whatnot. It's been salty and a lot of Robert trash talking. Yes, but also a lot of Robert praising, right? I have acknowledged his virtues as well, on occasion. Anyway, this boss doesn't seem that hard. And you don't think any no puns from Lily or Arjen yet? Well, I'm sure there will be plenty of time. Okay, so that 1-up is renewable, so we have an infinite amount of tries at this. Unless we accidentally kill ourselves before we get the 1-up every time. Okay, I should just try to not be impatient, because my first instinct is to rush a boss down. I know that's a really bad habit, but it is what it is. That's who I am. Oh, should have ducked down, sorry. Yeah, see, if you have enough remaining characters, you can generally rush a lot of bosses down, as scummy as it may be. Okay, let's get a heal in on everyone. Come on, didn't get through. Okay, time for the Hachi. There we go. He was the bug, and I was the exterminator. Uh-oh, phase 2. I guess not then. Whoops. Well, of course Dominique had to be the first one to go, even though we need her so desperately. Whoops. Well, actually, maybe we should just do that, actually. I mean, the 1-up is renewable, why not, right? Of course, this does mean we lose the progress in the fight, but that's okay. Would prefer to face that final stage with everyone here anyway. Alright, let's grab that 1-up and definitely not overlook it. Alright, the return of Bug Boy. He's going bug wild. If he had any, like, if he started a religion revolving around himself, would it be an insect? An attempt was made. You know, this is a pretty, if you get behind him, you can tank some serious, you can just wail on him for a while. Not even tanking, just, there we go. That was a really good first phase, but that doesn't necessarily spell victory unless we get through the second one. And don't fall. Looks like you're really bugging him, ayy! But also, no! Of course, every time, Dominique has to be the one who dies first. Because I resort to her almost instantly for them sweet extra high jumps, but... then I immediately regret it, because what a shock, she dies and now she can't res anyone. You could basically have 2 full attempts if she was the last one standing and she could get that res to work. But I've wasted it now, so... and of course we have to do this phase again. That's fine though, this one is actually surprisingly easy. Depending, of course, a bit on luck, but... okay, shooting at his feet doesn't work. Okay, second phase again. And I think we should report this to the devs, that they left such a big bug in here. Well. I think the upwards whip might actually be really good against this phase, so... It's just Zangetsu and Haichi. A lawman and his faithful beast. Okay, we'll just have to play it a bit defensively this time. And prove we can actually recognize patterns and then dodge. Because you might be surprised if you watch me play that I can in fact recognize patterns and dodge. Okay, the problem with this phase is you have so few opportunities to actually get an attack in, which is troublesome. It's okay though, because we're making progress, and that's all that matters. Every time we try, we get a bit further. Like, I reached the peak of frustration in the last stream. I haven't been anywhere near that this time. I'm tranquil. Alright. Might have to play it defensively again. Oof. That was not my intention. Oh, he hit me there anyway. Wish I could have ducked down there, but... Yeah, every time it feels like every attempt is a little bit worse after you lose a character. Like maybe it is actually the best strategy to just, if you lose one or lose Dominique at least, just throw everyone out. And start over with everyone, since there's a renewable 1-up anyway. Okay, so how are we gonna hit this guy? Also, his hands are creepy. Oh, that's all fine. It's all good. Welp. That was not smart. Can you attack his hands? It doesn't look like it, Megalians, but I'm gonna give it a try next time when we get to that point. Anyway, mistakes undone, so no harm, no foul. Alright, so we need to be extra careful that Dominique doesn't die. That's mainly the thing here. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops, I didn't expect them to come in from below, I'm afraid. Because getting behind him here is super useful. You can just wail on him for a bit. Oh, wasting a lot of weapons energy, though. Alright, back into this phase. I think Robert might actually be really good in this phase too, because he can actually shoot at the face. Face. Okay, so we need to be careful, because it's fine if other people die, but Dominic can't die. Okay, attacking the hands doesn't do anything. Oh, darn it. I got myself knocked off there. There we go. Now we have everyone, and he should have less health this time because we already damaged him a bit. So as long as we keep Dominique alive, we can bring everyone back, which is pretty amazing. I was about to pick up those bottles, but we already have full magic. Alright, let's see if we can actually make any kind of progress on the second phase this time. I would really appreciate it if we could at least like knock him down by half, just to have made that progress, you know? Okay, so Dominique can't die. That's the most important part. The problem is, she is very useful. Oh, whoops, lasers. Difficult to avoid that. The game, it almost felt like the game was about to freeze there. That was very strange and a bit scary, in fact. Oh, whoops, the lasers, right. I forgot about the lasers. Can't forget about the lasers. Now, we made some actual damage on him in the second phase now. Or rather, we did some damage. Is that going to make a difference for how we... for how much damage he'll have in the first phase? Because this is the first boss we've come across that has a fully fledged second phase. There was another boss like the sea lady with the additional head. Or I guess more like an additional face. Haha. But her second phase only had like a few extra ticks of health, so it barely meant anything. Like, as long as you weren't too surprised by it, you could get through pretty easily. You know how you can sometimes get yourself into a bad rhythm? That's what happened there. Oh, I wanted to get wrapped that health, please. Okay. Well, that was wasted. 100% wasted. Rip. Right, so we need to watch the little side things, whatever you call them. So every character can hit it in their own way, which is good, because if you couldn't, it would be very annoying. Okay, that almost went really wrong, but we got it. Uh-oh, no, he has a scythe. Okay. That was a bit scary, but ultimately just... No! Okay, I could at least pick who died, but that's a shame. We got really far in that attempt. Because now we're gonna have to do the first phase again. However, that was a very good run of the second phase as well. Like, we had him on the ropes, so... I'm just happy I'm still making progress. Oh, whoops. Totally using the wrong characters here. That doesn't leave us with as much weapons energy as I would like, but there you have it. Alright, insect person. It's just you and me, and 3 other people as well, but let's just pretend it's a fair fight. Okay, now he's gonna do his nonsensical disappearing thing. Okay. And the chat, of course, you guys are here too. Of course. Thanks for reminding me, Megalians, you're absolutely right. Now the first phase has proven pretty easy. It's this phase that's the problem. But it's honestly kind of the attacks can be hard to dodge. But the actual attacks are predictable, at least. Okay, so it does keep some lost health from the other attempts. That's good. Uh-oh. Okay, it's up to Robert. Shoot him. Okay, he's half down. He's half down. Hachi, there you go. I didn't actually have to sneeze there, I was just calling upon my dog friend, who's called Hachi. Okay, no more weapons energy now. Okay, I should have gotten up there, but I was so scared of dying that I actually got hit, so yeah. I think there are wise lessons to be learned here. For fear of it ending, you can sometimes let life pass you by. Also, it has a scythe now. It really is on the cutting edge. Okay, Dominique is being the MVP right now because she can actually hit this creature. There you go, boom. You really have a keen eye to notice that. Oh, the bug is still alive. Oh! The bug got destroyed by a hand from another portal. Huh. We'll just pretend that the achievement text wasn't broken there. Sangetsu and his comrades were in a complete state of shock. They could not believe that Dominique was someone who would sacrifice herself for others. Sangetsu realized that all along she was the one always caring for them in her own unique way. As he reminisced, he remembered that when someone needed their wounds treated or just a helping hand, she was always there for them. Robert felt great shame at his inability to trust the woman who had been a faithful ally throughout their journey. Despite his open contempt for her, Robert realized Dominique had been quietly, indirectly supporting him in her own way. To Robert, however, a member of the church that he loathed so much could only be evil. His deep grudge had clouded his judgment. Hachi could not understand human language, yet still understood that Dominique had saved them and wanted to immediately go to her rescue. For the first time, their spirits were united as one. They pledged their lives to rescue Dominique. To be continued in episode 2. Hey, look, it's the ending of Curse of the Moon 1, but the same. Yes. I'm dancing in front of my computer right now. Good music. Well, I really like the characters and the music. All the levels seemed mostly fair. I think level 6 maybe pushed it a bit. But I'll have to just look back at it, see how other people play that level, and kind of draw my own conclusions from that. But generally, a fun and fair challenge. Just not a fan of the knockback personally, but I'll acknowledge that perhaps that is something subjective. But yeah, great game. Good times. And, I mean, I'm talking as though it's over, but it's not. That was episode 1. So, I guess I should just let this play out, because credit where credit is due. Unless it takes really long, because, like I said, the crawl is a bit slow for my liking. I mean, it guarantees you can actually read each one of them, but... Oh, hey, by the way, I didn't even notice it. I see you've been playing it as well, Lily. I didn't even notice your Steam achievements. Okay, nice. How are you enjoying it? Are you going to miss every boss victory? Unfortunately, that's how it often happens. I just beat my head against the boss until eventually an attempt just goes right. You can never predict it beforehand. I wonder if the localization director is actually called Matt Papa. Stage 5 at the moment, you're finding it a bit easier than Curse of the Moon 1, but it's fun. Right, yeah, for me, it was also easier until Stage 6. Stage 6 is the one we started at today and ended at last time. The one I was so horribly stuck at. That one felt like a huge difficulty spike for me. But the rest of the game, definitely easier than Curse of the Moon 1, generally. Thank you for playing! Double exclamation point. No, thank you for making the game. And thank you all for watching. I wonder if we're ever going to get any background on why Robert dislikes the church. Did he have to sit out an especially boring service at one point? I had a ton of viewers for that win, just FYI. I noticed, yeah, there was a viewer spike. So I'm glad people came in at just the right time. It almost looked like I was skillful there. Episode 2 has been unlocked. Start a new game to select this episode. I kind of want to leave it on a high note, but at the same time, we're not quite 3 hours in yet, or 3.5 hours for that matter. So let's make a quick start on episode 2, just to see what we can expect from it. In the first game, you had a second playthrough where you were missing one character. In that game it was Zangetsu. In this game it looks like it'll be Dominique, so no more healing. Uh-oh. I wonder if the stages will otherwise be exactly the same, and I wonder if we'll get different characters. Right, so we're gonna try to save Dominique. Alright, let's go. Dominique protected Zangetsu and the others, and in doing so became possessed by the very demon they sought to destroy. But now Zangetsu, together with his allies, felt a powerful new sense of unity. They pledged their lives to rescue Dominique, and thus 2 men and a dog set out on a new journey. 3 men and a baby. 2 men and a dog. Alright, so we are unfortunately missing Dominique now, which is going to make everything a lot harder. I feel like Robert and Hachi are a mite too strong. Hachi definitely allows you to tank, like just tank bosses, just basically damage, tank all the damage and just smack them until they die sometimes. Robert is very strong but very situational, so I mostly think Hachi is a bit overpowered. Yeah, why, maybe I'm not using Robert exactly right. Why do you feel he's a bit overpowered? How would one go down here? Ah, there we go. At least we're going to see all these alternate routes through the stages, which is nice. Most of the enemies have destroyable projectiles that move horizontally. You're completely immune from them as long as you just keep firing. True, but the gun is a bit slow. You're right, though. I do get your point. We could get into that little passage. Well, I sure hope we don't need Hachi again, or this is gonna be rough. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. His range really is something else. Okay, let's not die any stupid deaths this time. Welp. Should have just gone with Zangetsu to begin with. Checkpoint, please? I guess not. You 100% see what I mean with Hachi's airborne movement feeling weird, right? You can so easily cause yourself to drop like a rock. Yeah, you have to know in advance if you want to stay in the air. I think that runs counter to how I often play games like this, because it's always very reactive for me. Well, didn't find a checkpoint yet, so rip. And those jumps I couldn't make earlier are 100% for the halberd high jump. Alright. Interesting. So not only do you need a specific character, you also need a specific sub-weapon with you. Definitely a good way to hide a secret, I suppose. You can tell because the skeleton is wearing robes. Oh. Matching the color of the item you need. Oh! I didn't even notice that. That's pretty awesome, actually. Cool. And kinda silly I didn't even notice that. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, I have very strongly depended on Dominique's healing, so it makes sense for them to remove her. Because she's such an asset to the team. Like, losing Zangetsu would honestly, it would be a shame, obviously, but it wouldn't be as bad as losing Dominique. And I think they knew that. With that said, I wonder where this is going story-wise, because we know what Dominique did in Ritual of the Night. So is that completely non-canon? Is the Dominique here essentially a completely different character then? I mean, we knew Zangetsu died, that too, yeah. So, leaves you to wonder exactly where one thing ends and the other begins and all that. Hooray! Whoa. Did you see that? I almost jump arced myself to death there. Checkpoint, please. Thank you. So the thing is, I know these games. I know this game has multiple endings, and I don't know where that's decided. For example, I grabbed the powerful sword for Zangetsu. I wonder if that's going to cost me. You wonder if the sword altar is used in this playthrough. Oh, interesting. That's a good question, actually. And I think it might be. Oh, hey! The little demon girls are back. I hadn't seen them on my last playthrough. And they explode into hearts. Of course they do. Yeah. Oh, look at that walk. Yeah, it's not a good idea to drop down with your butt on the bricks. That probably hurts. What was that? Why didn't it... Huh. But yeah. That was weird. It's always fun to replay a level in a different... Wait a minute, order? Wait, what? Oh, so we have to go in there? I guess we do. You know what that means? We're just gonna shoot at him from a distance like an absolute coward. Okay, now we see him in the distance. There. Actually made a screenshot this time. Because it's cool. Yeah, so I know the other characters are playable in this, but I wonder if they'll be playable in the story, or if that's just like a cool optional mode they're adding. Like, oh, play with all characters now. Oh, right. I need to remember how this guy works. And... what strategies I can use using the other characters. Oh, he leaves a trail of fire now. I forgot that. The remixed boss is often harder. Ow. I actually prefer this sub-weapon for this battle, anyway. Alright, so this is going to be difficult, it seems. Maybe we should just do the damage tanking strategy. No. Neither character can really take another hit right now. Welp. That was unfortunate. Just beat the final boss and I'm getting stuck at the first boss again. kind of a shame, but it is what it is. We'll have to be extra careful, that's the main thing. I like how he has to go into train mode to get under that block. It's just a bit too low down for him. Good old Hachi. Roar. Well, it is what it is. The double frog kill. Well, we get to see the Lilim again, so... And also take way too much damage, by the way. Alright, this room again. We know this room. One thing I missed in my last playthrough, the fireballs that come from the volcanoes are destroyable on the stage. That gave you a lot of grief. So you don't even have to jump over them, you can hit them. Oh, right. I think I figured this out at the very end, but you're right. It took me a long time to realize that. Okay, let's give this another shot. Get it? Because it's Robert, and he has a gun. Can Robert duck under the attack he does? I doubt it. I think that hits the whole field, so I don't think he can, but... Whoops. I feel like, can I just tank this? No, I cannot, in fact. Ow. Ow. It feels like he attacked a bit faster that time. Which is code for I just failed, but I'm trying to blame external factors. Okay, another attempt. Oof. I'm not sure what to do about the fire if you're Hachi. Yeah, do you need to duck an attack somehow? Also, is there a secret in this wall, perhaps? I guess not. Well, we're just Hachi now. I mean, can we, if we go into train mode, can we drive over the fires? I'm not sure, honestly. Rawr. Might have to not even try attacking him on the ground, because, well... Wow, you can't really do anything about the fires on the ground then. Unless maybe you need to like ground pound them. Also, half of Robert's items that you bypass whole chunks of levels is kind of insane. Is that so? I haven't... honestly, I haven't capitalized on Robert as much as I probably should. Oh, come on. I shouldn't have started on a new playthrough this time. Should have just taken the final boss victory and left it at that. His cannon shot that pushes him back deals like the same damage as 3 Hachi punches and only costs 6 points. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. It is very powerful. Oh. Well, it takes a while to get back to the boss, but at least it's not very dangerous. It just sucks that we've lost Zangetsu now. Kinda feels like this attempt is already a moot point. Still love the waving banners though, very cool graphics. Yeah, what can you even do about the fire if you don't have Zangetsu? If you don't have Zangetsu, that's the question. Because it feels like you're basically completely helpless against it. Unless I'm missing something. Because the train mode for Hachi doesn't work. Crawling through it definitely doesn't work, so... Ow. Well, I'll just keep going until I game over and then I'll call it done. I mean, we beat the first episode, so I'm content with that at least. Even if I'm not very content with my performance in the literal first stage again. But hey, we'll just call it the post-final boss buzz that's causing me to fail. Or something, I don't know. As long as it's not my own fault. Haha. Okay, so the fire does go away on its own eventually. After an entire century. Well, one more life and then it's game over time. Game over, man. Game over. Speaking of the alien tail. Okay, gotta be extra careful not to lose anyone this time. Oh, actually there will be another attempt then. This 8-bit croaking will haunt my nightmares forever. Wow. She also plays that hurt animation when you shoot her. But what are you aiming for, Robert? Robert, what are you doing? Alright, and we're back here again. Without too much effort, fortunately. Right, so the problem is I'm not sure what the proper technique to deal with this guy is. And all this weapons energy I can't actually use to heal anyone. What a tragedy. What a travesty. Okay. So now that we have the void weapon, I would like to try using that again. Because it served us well the first time. Well, yeah, just fall off and completely ruin that then. No, come on. Don't lose our grip now. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. Oh, come on. Well. Perhaps I'm just getting impatient. It is a shame though. Hachi is the only one who can really tank hits without taking much damage, so I don't know if we can make it through with just Sangetsu and Robert. Well, that was awful. Well, I just did that to myself. Well. Well, I think it's about... This is gonna be the last try. I think we just want to start on the new playthrough next time with a... a fresh mind. And renewed energy. That frog almost pushed me in. Darn frogs. I do like I like all their little animations. Very funny. Some of that classic Castlevania sense of humor. Very good. Whoops, I just let Hachi take way too much damage. Oh, another one up. Well, I'm gonna have to keep trying until those run out, so... We might be stuck here for a little while yet. As long as we're careful, we should be able to do this, though. It's not that hard. Just being impatient, maybe. Plus, it's always a bit rough to relearn a boss when it's like it's slightly different. You know, there's a small added ingredient that makes it way harder to do it all of a sudden. Oh, I don't have the thing I want. At least I have that though. Well. Alright. Just gotta figure out a strategy with these two less than optimal characters. Almost back to full health, huh? Apparently Lily thinks Robert is best character. Someone explain. Well, I couldn't possibly explain that, but okay, during some attacks it might actually be a better idea not to attack at all. Or attack like this, obviously. Okay, now he's gonna do the annoying lightning thing. Ugh. Well, I just ruined that entire thing for myself. Well, so close. Why would Robert do this to us? Well, just because that went wrong, it doesn't mean we can't win, because I'm starting to fully comprehend. Starting to fully comprehend the pattern of this boss. Robert, yeah. Robert. You could start a fast food chain and call it Robert McDonald. Okay, so there's only really one opportunity to attack him. Gotta be really careful not to float with that attack, because if you float, you die there. Okay, time for the invincibility cheese. There. Get out of here. Rip. So, that's interesting. It didn't actually die like that the first time. Because Dominique came to kill it. Interesting. Anyway. It's tempting to continue, but I think we should stop here and pick it up again next time. Because that went well. Wow, we completed the remaining stages and started on our second playthrough. Kind of a rough start, but we made it through there. So, that was good. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. Thanks to Lily and Clive and Magallians for being here. It's always appreciated, and I hope to see you next time as well. We might do more of this tomorrow, or we might do something else. I guess we'll have to find out. I don't want to become a salt cube, as Magallians put it, but maybe I will. We'll see. So thanks for stopping by, and see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.